Ira Epstein with your morning flash update for a bear market day. Yeah, that's what we've got, Monday. And this is the 13th of June, 2022, just getting on to 8:30 a.m. Central Time. So what do we have here? Take a look at the red, the bloodbath that's going on. You're just off the lows of the day now as we're just getting open into the stock market. Same thing in the S&P, the NASDAQ. So, I have been saying you don't have to be down exactly 20% to be in a bear market, but the market seems to want to get down there and prove that that is the case. I also want you to pay attention. You should have switched over to the Septembers in the indices and do the same in the currency markets, okay? That is getting time to do so. You've already done so in the bonds and the notes. At one point this morning, you had the inversion between the 2 and the 10-year. It has since slipped back to close to even, maybe 2-3 points under. It's varying all over the board. They tried to beat up in a dramatic fashion the energy markets, and the rationale there isn't that there isn't a demand and this market's gotten any looser. It's just that the world is fighting inflation, so the central banks are going to tighten. People think that'll make less demand. I don't buy into that argument in the summer, as people use a heck of a lot of energy for air conditioning purposes, travel purposes. There's just a lot going on through there. Beans getting hit today. I can't even explain what that one's about. Wheat and corn sort of holding up at this point in time. So as we take a look at some of the action that is going on, there's no major events scheduled for today in economic data. Overnight, you can see the financial markets are making a big move, and that's because traders on Friday were digesting all that's going on, and now what they're saying is this morning, they're pricing in a 175 basis point hike by September through the September FOMC meeting. So suddenly, instead of going possibly 50, 50, and maybe another 50, they're adding another quarter point, maybe 50, 50, and 75. Some are even talking, the Fed will get ahead of it and go to 75 basis points in this meeting. I have my doubts about that. The Fed's normally a very even-keeled. They can switch it to July, but I don't expect them to do it in June. Could it happen? I'd never argue that anything can happen. The last 75 basis point hike, by the way, was in 1994. This is how I write my newsletter. That's another thing I want you to all understand. I write twice a day, and I write this way. I give you all the points 1, 2, 3, so you can quickly get through them. In Libya, they are down to 100,000 barrels a day. This is unbelievable. A year ago today, they were sitting there producing just about 1.1, 1.2 million barrels a day. They're down to 100,000 because of political strife that is going on there. In Shanghai, remember they were doing all the testing. Well, so far, out of the 25 million residents, which I find hard to believe they've done everything again, 37 new cases. Okay, we'll see. Beijing, though, seeing the continued spread, they have a bar area where the more I read about it, the more I just crack up what a difference in cultures. But 10,000 people supposedly went through this bar area. Yeah, a bar, a drinking bar. It's a restaurant, it's a bar, it's a little bit of everything that they call it's a haven something. And now they're tracking down all the people, the market, and that's why energy got hit. It's fearful that Beijing is going to go into a full shutdown because of this. Okay, over the weekend, China declared that the Strait of Taiwan is not international waters, it's theirs. Problem there. And in what was a test for Texas, over 100-degree weather. By the way, Chicago's going to be 100 tomorrow. Don't come. When it's 100 here, it's unbelievably bad. But they made it through it. No brownouts, and that's good. Bitcoin under 25,000, in fact, into the 23,000 range today. It's causing Celsius, which is a crypto lending service, to stop servicing. So they have just gone into the deep end, disappearing, if you will, on everybody over that. So as you take a look, you can see the stock market has already bounced off those lows that you heard in the background. That's my phone in my pocket, and it's telling me that, hey, the market has just actually opened up. So you look at it, here's Bitcoin, by the way, we were talking down $5,000. So Every asset, every risk asset has gotten hit. Nothing has withstood it other than interest rates going higher. Wheat is the green thing on the board, and the Japanese yen. Everything else, pretty ugly situation, as you can see. And I think that's where you take a look and you say to yourself, how do you take advantage of that? And there are ways to take advantage of it. One of them's with our futures trading kit. This is the time you look at futures. This isn't the time you look away. You start looking at them and you learn about them. What can they do for you? How do you apply things? If you're already a futures trader, well, we have things in here you don't see. Trading rules, chart patterns, money management. Money management, very important. I've been wrong in this market. Who hasn't been wrong on some of the trades? My clients are whole. Why? We're not standing in the way of things that can kill you. Pivot point courses, the Arun indicator, free. Video courses teaching how to use some of these. The 14 popular chart patterns, a PDF, print it out, keep it on your desk, you can watch it. And then access to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, free courses, free. Introductions to Bitcoins, all the cryptos. You want to look at them right now. People will view this break in the cryptos as the opportunity. I don't know if it is, isn't. How do I have any idea? But now that the market's gone from $70,000 down to 23, if you think it's going to last, people will look at this pretty hard. You might want to take your cursor, move it up here. You'll see an icon, take you to the free offer section for our website. You can choose from this and many other things. Obviously going to be a wild trading day. I can't wait for the end of the day. I'm already nervous. And we'll talk about the markets and what they do. You have a great trading day, and I'll see you all at the end of the day.